All right, welcome to the Sean Carr podcast. That's what I'm officially calling it. I don't care anymore. I've
What do you
done
call it?
Sean Carr podcast. My name, I guess. That's my name
Okay.
is.
Sean Carpack podcast, guys.
All right, so this is my guest, Angry Comic Girl, aka Cassandra, or Cassandra, aka Angry Comic Girl. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know what you do, and yeah, tell a little about yourself.
Hi, I'm Angry Comic Girl. I am going to be 32 years old in November. I am a Scorpio. I'm awesome, and I'm a struggling streamer.
Mm. She's an affiliate, just like everyone else I know.
I'm
That
an affiliate. I'm an
I
affiliate, but yeah. Why you didn't? You need to start. You got to put in your hours, bro.
No, the thing I just need chatters. It's not even the hours. I've surpassed hours and followers. I just need
Oh,
the
so
chatters.
you need more people in there. All right, so
Yeah,
I'll get the
yeah,
people. I'll get the people in there.
yeah. That's what it is. So I just got my morning coffee, as you say it from New York.
Yeah, I got my coffee. I don't have my coffee today. I have my tea. I did
Okay,
tea today.
okay.
I'm
Uh,
cleansing myself.
how'd you wake up this how'd you wake up this morning? You good?
I woke up to the power going out.
Oh shit, how'd that happen?
I don't fucking know, but the power went out.
Oh, okay. Everything good though now?
Yeah, everything's good now.
Awesome,
Thank
awesome.
God.
So first topic I want to talk about. Can we please talk about the Batman? Can we talk
Yes,
about
we
the?
can.
Can we
Yes, we
talk about the
can.
Batman? All right, for thoughts on it, because I saw you posted on
All
Instagram
right.
that you like it so far.
I love it. I think it's going to be dark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to steal the words of one of my favorite streamers. He said it perfectly. He said that it's like a detective.
Okay.
It's Detective Batman, which I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna. I also like how the costume is on point. And
Okay.
I was talking about that with my friend, and he said how the neck is perfect, how
Mm-hmm.
he has the makeup on his face. It's exactly like
Yep.
how Batman is,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it's perfect.
Yeah. So far, I'm
I
loving
guess
it.
I was really hesitant on it because of the actor.
Really? I think.
Yeah, I like him. I like him, but he I didn't like him in Twilight. I didn't like Twilight.
Well,
I'm a hater on Twilight,
I mean,
so it
yeah. I
ruins
mean,
it.
I hate
Yeah.
Twilight too, but I mean, I think Twilight. I think why Twilight was bad and bad for his career was just the bad writing, and the movie was just bad. So
Yeah.
I think I we know Robert Pattinson. Well, I know Robert Pattinson's a good actor. I just that Twilight era of his life is over. He's done other movies. He's redeemed himself as an actor. If you watch his other stuff, he's gonna be in that Tenth movie with the Christopher Nolan movie. You heard about
Yeah,
that
I
one?
saw that. That actually looks really good.
Yeah. So, and then seeing him as Batman, he looks really good as Batman. By the way, like even out of the suit, he looked really good with like the eye makeup, like kind of like fading in his eyes and stuff.
He looks like a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and also he's just a good looking man. By the way, very good looking
Yeah, I like that emo look.
man. But yeah, I thought I I'm so excited for this movie because it just looks so dark. It gave me Nolan vibes. Like I felt like I was watching like the
The
dark.
darkness.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
darkness, and then oh, I was
Didn't it give you the same feeling? Sorry to cut you off. Didn't it give you
okay.
the same feeling like when you saw the Batman Begins trailer?
Right, it's
Right? Like
exactly
that.
what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And then what this movie I just thought like, oh shit, like I was like, okay, okay. But then when he said the whole vengeance, I was like, what? I was like, oh shit, this movie's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And then the Catwoman's in it, and then well, you know who
Yes.
the villain is, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be Riddler
Yeah,
and Penguin, I
Riddler.
believe. Yeah.
And the
You know,
Riddler though. Mhm.
the
Right.
couple.
Oh man, how I thought that was so. You saw Gotham then, right?
I saw Gotham. I liked Gotham's Penguin and Riddler. The thing is, Penguin
Hmm.
to me is not the Penguin that you saw in Gotham. That's a different reboot of a Penguin. That's some pop culture type shit. I it's more Penguin's supposed to be not cute. He's supposed to be you don't know if he's gay or straight. You
Hmm.
don't know like he's more, he's chunky, he's
Right.
ugly, like
Well, well,
it's supposed to
you know
be
who's playing.
disgusting.
You know who's
No, I had no idea.
oh, you don't know who's playing the Penguin?
No.
Colin Farrell.
Who said that? Someone said that.
Yeah, it's Bullseye from the original Daredevil movie.
Oh, okay, okay.
And but yeah, and I apparently he was in the trailer, but I didn't see him. I did
Yeah,
not.
what the fuck?
I didn't see him. But oh man,
Was he
this
the one with that tape?
no, that wasn't him. That's the Riddler.
That's the Riddler. Okay.
Yeah. And the Riddler, like they're making him hella dark for this movie, like
Yeah,
really
Riddler's
dark.
supposed to be dark. Riddler's supposed to be dark.
And you know who's playing the Riddler then,
Riddler's supposed
right?
to be. No,
Oh, I don't know his name.
I didn't look at the cast because I want to
Oh,
know. Me and my friend want to know who Alfred is. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
I actually don't know who's playing Alfred. So I'm
Okay.
so okay. So
I know the voice. I
yeah,
know the voice, but I'm not. I don't want to look at like IMBD
right.
and ruin it for myself.
Right. But yeah, this Riddler is like so. At first, I thought the villain was good. I thought the villain at the beginning was Hush, because of
Okay.
like the he's covering his face and stuff is all wrapped up, and he's wrapping the guy's face with tape. So I was like, okay, is this gonna be like a Hush story, which I thought would be pretty cool. But like, and then as like the Riddler, because he's like using the rhymes and stuff. I was like, okay, it's like a really dark and gritty version of the Riddler. It's not like that little. We got to get over the Jim Carrey version first of all.
I liked Jim Carrey as
Oh
the
no, I
Riddler.
liked
I
it
liked
too.
Jim Carrey, so I liked him as a Riddler. I even liked Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face, believe it or not.
I like him as Two Face too. I remember you said you didn't like the Dark Knight Two Face, right?
No, I don't.
Why you didn't like the? You said you didn't like the Terminator look face, right?
I didn't like the burnt. I don't like the burned face. It's not. I like it better as like
Like
chemical.
acid
They
face.
like make it more deformed. Like that just seemed too easy.
Okay. But
It seemed too easy to make it. I don't know. I like a villain needs to look like a villain, not
hmm
like the only thing that was villain about him was his suit. Like his suit was kind of fucked up.
right, I
Like
did you see the Suicide Squad thing? Like the cast, like they showed like every
yeah,
character. What do you think of
yeah.
that? What do you? Because I don't know how to feel about the Suicide Squad, to be honest.
I think
They
they.
got all these
I,
famous actors, but I don't know how to feel about it.
I think Will Smith did a great job.
I mean, for the sequel, the new one that James Gunn is
Oh,
directing.
the new one? No,
hmm
I didn't see anything about that. I don't. I'm really. I just. I don't know. I'm not really into it.
Yeah, they got. Did you see like there's so many famous actors in this movie? Like
There's too. It's too. It's too much.
they got John Cena, Pete Davidson, Idris
Yeah,
Elba,
it's people that I really don't really care for either.
Nathan Fillion. I mean, it's so many faces. I'm like, I'm like, what is this movie gonna do? What is gonna happen? I was like, oh man, because I thought the first one was okay. I wasn't too crazy about it. I thought, like I said, like you said, that Will Smith was pretty good in that, and
I think Will Smith's excellent. I think he's an excellent actor. I thought he was really good in that movie, but I think it was a smart choice that he chose that over Independence Day too.
yeah, I give you that. Yeah, true.
Definitely.
I thought Independence Day 2 was so boring. It was
Oh,
so
Independence Day
boring.
2 did not need to come out. We don't
Nope,
need it.
nope.
We didn't need it.
Well, you know he's not returning for the sequel, right? For Suicide Squad.
All right, good.
Good, yeah.
Like,
Do
good.
something else. Oh, but yeah, I was not expecting a Batman trailer like that day. I was just chilling, drinking,
I
drink.
wasn't expecting
Yeah,
either. I was like, holy shit.
yeah. I was like, damn. It felt early to get a trailer. Like I thought we were gonna get a trailer like next year or something.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I don't even know if the movie comes out next year. But I was like, Jesus. I was like, what? I was like, I remember because they were just releasing like behind the scenes photos. I'm like, when are they gonna? I knew. Yeah, I didn't expect trailer at all. I was like, oh shit, it's amazing, it's crazy, and oh fuck, and then Catwoman's in it too. I thought that was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder
I
what
like
else.
Catwoman.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, they're just gonna. I hope it doesn't get overwhelmed with characters where you just lose sight of the plot, you know.
Yeah.
But I would.
I know. I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Oh
I
man,
think we'll be good.
so
They
crazy,
only
it's so
made
great.
25% of that movie.
Right. I think all they have is all they filmed was the trailer. Oh
Hey
fuck.
Doom, I'm doing a podcast with Sean.
I hope the fucking COVID doesn't delay this movie. I really like after watching that trailer, like that has bumped my hype
We're
for
supposed to
any
get
other movie.
Morbius. We're supposed to get all these fucking movies,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
and we have to fucking wait.
Oh man.
Get it together, Hollywood. Get it together.
Get it together. Oh, also, did you know Mulan came out in March? The live action
Mulan.
one? The live action Mulan came out in March? And fucking
Really?
yeah, I didn't know, but no one's been talking about it. And I was like, wow, like, and Disney Plus is barely gonna come out. It's barely gonna come out on Disney Plus, but it came out in March that I was able to watch it online. Like, I was,
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is no one talking about this? Like, I thought everyone was hyped for every Disney movie, but this came out. I was like, okay, no one's talking about it. I was like, okay,
Jeez.
but
I didn't even know about that.
yeah,
Why? It's not. Wait, Mulan is Disney, right?
yeah, the
Okay.
the
You know what? I never saw the cartoon.
me neither, never did, but I was like, okay, I'll watch it because there's an
Yeah,
actor
I
in it.
guess I
There's an
gotta watch
actor
it.
in it
I
I
have
want.
Disney Plus. Might as well.
But yeah, what
I
you
don't even watch. Do you watch TV anymore?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm actually funny enough. I'm watching
Like, do
the.
you watch actual cable TV,
Oh
or
no, I don't watch cable
are
TV.
you? Yeah, like, do you watch? Do you just have Netflix, Hulu, and all that shit?
Yeah, Netflix. I'm watching. I started watching two shows on Netflix. Sadly, and I hate that I'm doing that to myself because now I'm committed. I hate that I commit myself to two TV shows now that I have to finish.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Trials of O.J. Simpson?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, did you think he did it?
um. I think so,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
also I think that people are just really stupid as well.
Okay.
I
So.
think there's something else going on too. I don't
Okay.
know. I always think there's something else going on,
Okay. I
but I do believe
100%,
that he did it.
I 100%, no doubt in my mind, I know he did it. There is no doubt, there's no cell in my brain that didn't think he did it. Like,
Mm.
if you don't think he
Hey,
did it, like,
the glove didn't fit, bro. The glove
oh,
didn't
did
fit.
you see that he actually jammed, like, he like shimmied his thumb that way it wouldn't have fit? He like did like this maneuver with his hand, like with his thumb, that way the glove wouldn't have fit. So
Ah.
that's how in court it's looked like it didn't fit because he did like this little thing with his thumb. But
He had a
dude,
jury case, correct? He had a jury case, right? I'm
yes,
trying to
he
remember. Yes,
fucking
yeah.
and
All right.
they fucking made it a race thing because the whole Rodney King thing happened. So everyone was like making it a race thing, you know. But
Yeah, that's true.
I know O.J. Simpson did it. He fucking did it, no doubt in my mind, and he fucking he got acquitted.
Tragedy, thank you for the follow.
But
Um,
and then I'm watching
I think
Designated Survivor, which is awesome. But go ahead.
which one?
Designated Survivor.
What's that about?
So there's this I don't know if you know this, but I didn't know this till the show before, but there's an actual place in like the White House where they're called a designated survivor. So it's like when Congress like has like a meeting like all at once. It's like the president, the vice president, and everybody who is elected in office is all in one room. And if they all happen to die at once, there is a designated survivor who was not at that meeting. So that person becomes president.
All right.
So yeah, this dude who became designated survivor becomes the president. It's fucking crazy because someone blows up the Capitol. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's if you don't, I honestly, I was kind of, I don't really like politics shows because you can get lost with the politics and you can get like confused. But I really like this because it's not really about the politics. It's about like the investigation of who blew up the Capitol building, and it's really interesting. And it was really sad because like holy shit, kind of reminds you of like oh fuck, like this is like 9/11 and shit. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Mm.
Sorry, I did. I
Mm.
zone out a lot, so I
Oh no.
apologize.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, how's Twitch streaming for you, man? I said you're gonna start gaming. I saw you're gonna play Fall Guys.
I have Fall Guys. I got it gifted to me, so I'm really excited about that.
That's
My computer's been I've been on VR chat.
yeah.
I've been doing VR chat
What?
now,
How's that
but
going for you? Because I've been seeing you've been like oh you've been like so talking so much about it, and you're like you
I
talk about you
love
meet
it.
yeah you've been like
I
meeting
love
some
it.
great people
I
there.
want to. I'm investing in getting the whole head and the whole body shit
Mm-hmm.
because I already get immersed when I play video games when I'm like when I'm playing on the TV or a computer.
Right.
I get very immersed in a game. My brain just sucks me in.
Right.
So when I'm in VR chat and I'm like hanging out and talking to people,
Okay.
uh, it's just I really want to move my hands and shit and like grab people's fucking faces and shit. I just love it. It's like being at the fucking bar. I love
uh,
it. And
I-
just like roaming around. And then I want to play games in the VR and shit. I
mm,
want to do all that. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I definitely want to invest in a VR myself
And
because
everybody in that community is so fucking
I've
nice.
heard that. Yeah, I've heard
I
people are
love
pretty
it.
wholesome there.
Of
And
course, you're gonna get the occasional asshole,
what
but
happened? Can we talk about
it's
the
just like,
assholes?
um,
What
I had
happened?
one guy offer to show his dick to me. He wanted to whip out his dick and show me it.
His VR dick?
Yeah, VR dick. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Did you know people are like people prostitute themselves on VR chat? It's
That's what
fucking
if that's what they want to do, let
oh,
them do
but
it.
it's fucking crazy. I'm like, oh man, they're really fucking hustling out here. Like there's and it's so crazy that people can make a business out of anything because they know oh you could sell sex out of anything. Honestly, it's so fucking crazy because there's like girls. They could be guys fucking as anime girls, but like they'll do like private rooms where no one can enter, and then
Yeah, they have private rooms. You could ERP, bro. You want an
yes.
ERP?
Yeah, so it's like, holy
Are
shit.
you down with the ERP?
Wait, ERP, what's that?
Erotic role play.
Oh, no. I didn't know what that was. Oh, but they're like, yeah, they fucking, I don't know, they PayPal, Bitcoin, whatever, and they take these private rooms where no one can enter. And I don't know exactly what happens, but
If
some shit
if that's
happens.
what you wanna do, then go
Right.
ahead and do
But
it. I
it's
don't see a
fucking,
problem in that.
the
Do you find
fucking,
a problem in that? I
no,
don't see a
not at
problem.
all. Not at all. But
Hey,
it's
if
like
it
the
stops the
hustle,
spread
bro.
of AIDS, if it stops the spread of AIDS,
Oh,
then
absolutely.
go ahead and
That's
do it.
that's
Make
way
love in VR
safer.
chat, guys.
Yep, yep. I 100% agree. And then now with the fucking new that new fucking sex toy where it connects via Bluetooth and shit. Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fuck the future's now,
Yep,
everybody.
that's the future. Sooner or later, no one's gonna know what love and affection is anymore. We're just all gonna show it through the
Yeah,
computer.
fucking you can't go see your
Kinda
girlfriend
actually
because
kinda
of
sad if you think about it.
you can't show your girlfriend you can't see your girlfriend because of fucking quarantine, so you
I had a
gotta
boyfriend and he was on VR chat and he wants to ERP and have a girlfriend in VR chat, he can.
yeah,
It's VR
absolutely.
chat. Yeah. I don't care.
Oh fuck. It's so crazy how people like
Doesn't bother
hus
that
how
wouldn't
people
bother
are
me. I'd be
hustle
like,
each
as
other.
long as you just don't go and actually see her in real life, then you're
Mhm.
fine.
But
Other
tell
than
me
that,
tell
you
me
do
about
whatever you want.
tell me about the people you met in VR chat though. I want to hear about that.
They're all very nice. I don't really wanna talk about them,
Oh, okay, okay,
but they're
that's
all
fine.
very nice.
Okay,
But
that's
all I
cool.
can say is that I love my boys. They know who they are. They're fucking amazing. I only hang out with one guy. He's fucking awesome.
Mhm.
But
Okay. Yeah, I
all
definitely
right, I can mention Doom. Doom's in my chat right now. I hang
Doom.
out with him.
Okay.
He actually, I brought him out to. He was always quiet. He never really liked being social, and then
Okay.
now he's very social and it's VR chat.
Okay. But I was gonna invest in a VR chat when I had that stimulus check from Daddy Trump.
Mhm.
And oh man, it was the VR or a DSLR camera, and I think the camera has more benefits. So I bought the camera, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. But I do want to get a VR because I do want to do stuff like that, VR chat, or definitely game on the VR because my buddy has a VR and he let me play it. I was like, I need this in my life. This is awesome. Like this is the closest thing to Ready Player One we have right now, and it's fucking amazing. But holy shit, my chat's talking about how if one of my friends is saying that if she showed more skin in her stream, she would get more viewers. Yeah, fucking I Twitch has changed as a platform. It definitely has kind of a lot of like e-girls have made it into a cam website basically.
Yeah.
It's I mean for
I don't want anyone to just follow me because I have fucking my tits showing. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not hating on any girl that does that. Any girl that wants to do that, go ahead and do it. Do whatever, sex does sell.
Mhm.
Go ahead and do it. But other than that, I just don't want that attention. I get like I don't want to seem like, oh, I'm so pretty that I get all this attention, but I get attention. I got attention all the fucking time. And
Mhm.
it's from creeps all the time
Yep.
to the point where it's just like, okay, like I'm used to it. That's why VR chat's like, oh, just so you know, this is what's gonna happen. I'm like, all right, this is what happens on the daily.
Yeah. It's fucking
So
like it's kind of hard. It makes it harder for kind of for I don't want to sound like I'm fucking entitled to people, but I feel like it makes it harder for me, a small male streamer that doesn't show their fucking tits. And
Yeah.
I feel like I have to work twice as hard to be like, hey, I'm entertaining, come watch me. I'm more entertaining than this girl showing her ass off on stream. So it kind
Yeah.
of makes it a little harder for me, especially since I'm trying to get to fucking affiliate, which I can't. And, but I just, yeah, it's when I see that happen, and I mean, people watch it, for their entertainment. It's fine. I honestly, I always support the girls. Like, I have a few friends that have OnlyFans, and I'm like, you grind that shit. Like, you make that your own, and you get that paper. You gotta get it. And honestly, I think that's like an easy way to fucking make money off the guys who want to be little pervs and pay for it. I was like,
Yeah.
you get their wallet and you fucking pocket that shit, bro. It's so yeah, some of these girls are pretty boring. Yeah, they're fucking honestly, yeah, all they got going for them is the ass and tits. They're not even like trying to entertain, like they're not even doing much. Some girls like try and entertain you while they got fucking their titties, half their titties showing out, but like some girls are just like
I just like being myself. I
hmm
just like being myself,
yeah.
and I do my stupid art, and I just
Hey, your art's great. All
talk.
right, your art's
Or
great.
you like my art? You
Oh
like my art?
yeah,
I love my
yeah.
art. I do like my art. It's really craftastic. I love it.
You should do an aqua teen art
Why
for
is my
someday.
fucking my stream is lagging again?
I
It's
think
really pissing me off.
I think you should do an aqua teen like artwork or some art piece.
Aqua Teen artwork, yeah.
Yeah, you should do
Uh,
something with that because I Aqua Teen is the greatest cartoon in the world, and and I need that meatwad beanie that you have. Oh man, I was so
oh
close.
god.
I was so close to buying one on eBay, but they're so high in price because they don't make it anymore. Fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force, man. It's
I have two meatwads, two
I
meatwad beanies. I
got
actually have one.
you got two
Where did I
meatwads.
put them? I put them somewhere. I have one of the beanies somewhere. My desk is a mess. Again,
I'm
I
having
clean it and
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I was just gonna talk about something like a little personal of mine, but I am going through like I want to talk about this, but I don't know if I should.
What's
uh,
going on? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in your story that you
yeah. So I've been going through like some personal things where like I feel like my friends don't actually like me or actually care enough for me. And
okay.
I recently lost a friend, not gonna say a name, but she was somebody I met, and I met her like online, like this was like years ago when I used to like make friends online a lot. And I was listening to her, like I would always listen to her like about her ranting about work, ranting about this guy who won't pay attention to her, ranting about her ex-boyfriend that she couldn't get over, but while she liked this other guy. And I would hear all about her stuff, and I was like, okay, okay, and I would try and like be like, oh, you know what? Like I try and help her as much as I can from here, and she lived in another state, and I try to be just a good listener, if anything, because she just she would call me and be like, hey, I want to rant about this. I'd be like, okay, go ahead, I'm all ears. So when I'm like, hey, I wanted to rant about something about me, she's like, listen, I don't want to deal with stress right now. I'm good. You should just not talk about it. And I'm like, oh, but I kind of want to talk about it. Like how you talked about it with me. I'm having this thing where like my friends are hanging out without me and they don't reach out to me unless I reach out to them. And I'm like, I'm kind of like I don't know what to do because I've already gone through a lot of groups of friends and I don't know who actually is my friend. I told her like you don't reach out to me as much anymore. Like feel like you know you don't try and talk to me. She's like, yeah, I just don't want to deal with people right now. I feel less stress and she said she felt less stress like talking to me and stuff. And I was like, oh well, like I just feel like you're being distant with me and stuff. Like I feel like people aren't actually trying to be my friend. And she's like, "Oh, well,"
Okay.
she's like, "Okay, you should just get rid of me then." And I'm like, "No, that's not what I'm saying."
If people just are just easy to say okay goodbye, then fuck it. Say
I
goodbye.
I was telling like, "No, like
If-
I was like, "No, you're not hearing me. I'm telling you that I wish that there's some way like we could get like, I just feel like, that my friends are like not trying as much. With I told her with you, it's like,
all the friends that never tried in my life, when I kept trying, I just gave up and I just stopped talking to people. I'll just wait for people to call me, and no one called me.
right,
Not a
right.
single soul.
Cuz I
And guess what?
uh,
And then if I do make it, the people that have been around and never gave up on me,
mhm,
I'm gonna be taking care of them. So there
right.
you go. There you
I,
have it. Boom,
and
boom, boom.
and
Psh.
so and so I told her like, listen, like I'm not trying to, I don't want to get rid of people. I'm trying to like say like, hey, why don't you like try a little? Like I tried for them, so but I try for people a lot. I really do try for my friends. If you're my fucking friend, you know, I'm gonna try for you. I'm not just gonna say, yeah, we're friends,
Yeah.
and then I never talk to you. Like that's what's the
How
fucking
old are
point of
you
that?
now? How old are you?
I'm 22, and
Oh yeah, you guys, you're young. You have a
no,
lot to
I
learn,
you
my
know
friend.
I know that, but I feel like I know the
Oh
older
shit, my
I
fucking stream is fucking up on me. Hold on one
jeez.
second.
Oh, go ahead.
Don't overdo yourself fighting for people. This is what I've learned. The people that are in your that are friends with you in your 20s are half of them, majority of them are not your real fucking friends.
Mm,
They're just somebody that's there's someone they're people that stay in your life just for a little bit of time. And
mm,
then you'll see their true colors as they get older and their real fucking priorities.
mhm,
They're all not they're all having an agenda. They all use people. Everybody sucks. You'll see who the true one stays. And it's always the ones that you constantly fight with and then always get back together and then you just like let shit go. It's
mhm,
like friendships like that, they last. The other
mhm,
friendships that where you have to always constantly try and go out of your way to try to make things work.
mhm.
It's like, what the fuck is the point in this?
Yeah,
If they're not gonna fucking try.
and I have another. Well, I mean, I lost a friend, and I think they're not. I think also a reason they're not vibing is because he hangs out in the group and he doesn't want me there. But I'm like, oh come on,
Okay.
guy! Like he got mad at me for like the silliest reason. Like it's so ridiculous. I'll even talk about the podcast, no names, but it's so ridiculous what he got mad at me about. But I feel like my friends around me that are friends with him should be like, hey, dude, like you guys should talk it out as fucking adults do. Like sit down and talk about it rationally. But this guy doesn't want to talk. He just wants to point the finger and say, you're in the wrong and I don't want to talk about it. You're wrong. You're dumb. I'm done with you. I'm like, dude, why don't we talk about it like rational adults, man? Maybe I'm in the wrong,
Yeah.
sure. Maybe I'll even give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm in the wrong. I'll apologize and we can move on. But he doesn't want to do that. He just wants to say, you're wrong. I don't want to talk about it. I'm done. You know? It's so ridiculous.
That's
I
that's
I
how people are.
I'm always open for discussion. That's why I like doing things like podcasts, sitting down about, anything. I'm down to have a discussion whether we disagree on everything. There will always be common ground on something. And in the end, I will always handshake. I will never like be in disgust like, no, I'm not going to fucking shake your hand. I will always handshake about it and be like, it was good talking about you because I like to hear the insight in people's minds even with the most disgusting person. Like I wanna have a discussion with the dudes that leave those disgusting comments, like those really creepy, disgusting comments. Like I want to have a discussion about what goes on through your head, man, because I want to know how they got to that point where they said that. And even then, I'll be like, it was really nice hearing what you had to say because I want to know what they have to say.
Yeah.
But it's just yeah, like Sam says, it's like they're acting like fucking children. Like this dude's acting like a child, and I have been a good.
The thing is,
Yeah.
they are you guys are fucking kids. When you're in your early 20s, no offense to anybody that's in their early 20s.
Mm,
When I was in my 20s, I thought I was a fucking adult.
mm-hmm,
I was still a fucking kid. I
mm-hmm,
still had a kid mindset. You
mm-hmm.
don't finally grow up until you reach fucking 30, unfortunately.
30.
Because I still feel like a fucking kid.
Oh wow.
I still feel like a kid, and then like these older men like would hit on me, and I feel weird. Like like I still have that in my mind. I still kind of feel like a kid.
I mean
It's very like it's weird how to like explain it, but
I get
I
it.
just
Like I
don't.
get what you're coming from, but because
But
I know my brain. Your
people
brain doesn't
don't.
develop till you're
People
25 for
people
sure.
are very. People are so fucking immature.
Yeah. It's so I try and I tried. I feel like
People don't grow up, and some people keep that mentality until they're like 50 years old.
right. Oh
Like I've
yeah.
always been when it came to like talking to people, I always like to have discussions about it and just talk about things.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else would like talk behind each other's backs,
It's just
would just like hold on to the grudge, like we'll make up, but they'll hold on to what we were fighting about to the
mm.
rest of their fucking rest of their
Right,
life.
right. People aren't willing to fucking talk about it and you fucking get over it because, it's an obstacle you just get over, you know? it's just so ridiculous that I have to. I thought out of fucking I knew this like even leaving high school and shit. Like I was just like I was hoping to deal with less of this out of high school. I thought I would deal with it like once in a blue moon, but oh my god, it happens. It happened fucking earlier this year, and then it happened fucking recently. It's just people like, why can't no one just sit down and like talk about it, dude? Like, I lost a group of friends. That's why I'm saying like it's harder to make friends nowadays because people. It's harder to make friends. I think personally for me because of my personality. I don't know what it is, but I just I had a group of friends and it was early. I had them for like all of last year, and they fucking. It was like 6, 7, 8 people that I would hang out with. 4 of them were in a band. We'd go watch the band like live. I'd go support them. I went to every concert except one because my brother visited from the Navy. Um, I went to every concert. I supported the hell out of them. I was promoting them. I love hearing the music. You know what? Even if we're not friends, I still like hearing their music. I support their music because I dig it. It's pop punk, Green Day vibes, love it. But as people, they are very immature from how they treated me. I thought
Yeah.
I was really good to them. You see them in my vlogs. They're not my vlogs anymore because they just cut me out of their life. But it's so ridiculous how they all just cut me out at the same time. They all had the same opinion of me, and I just feel like everyone in that group agreed with somebody, and they went like, "Oh yeah, I agree with
Oh, so
you."
they're all sheep. You're saying that
He
they're
is
all
sheep.
sheep?
Yep, sheep. That's
Oh,
exactly.
look
It's
at that.
exactly the phrase. Yep. And it was all because, and I'll tell you what it was because it took one person to tell me, and it was the girlfriend of one of the friends, and no one told me anything. Everyone just blocked me and says, "Oh, we don't want to deal with you anymore." And I was like, "What the fuck is there to? I don't even know what I did." And so it was like when it happened, the girlfriend's like, "Oh, it's because you made an ass of yourself at the friend's birthday party when you got drunk." Okay. I admitted I did get drunk and made an ass of myself. Yes, I apologized. I said, yes, I was intoxicated. It was a birthday party. I did drink a little too much. I apologized. And I thought we had moved on from it. But months later, they were still holding on to it because I made an ass of myself. But I was intoxicated. I was drunk. You know, people do stupid shit when they're drunk. And I even told them, like, I'm sorry. Like, it won't happen again. I'll control myself next time. And I did. I mean, I didn't do it again, but they were still holding on to it. And they said, "Oh, well, we were still holding on to it, but we didn't want to say anything." Like, why the fuck are you holding on to this so insignificant thing? Like, Jesus Christ. It was so small, and they all just left me all at once. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So I lost that group of friends. I made a new group of friends now, which I was friends with them, but I'm friends with them more now. And I was like, okay, like these guys like seem to like me, you know, I'm hanging out with them more. And then yeah, now I feel like it's the same thing, you know, one guy doesn't like me and I feel like he's saying, "No, I don't want him around," and everyone's just following him. And my friends won't stand up for me. One of my friends, I feel like I feel like my a good friend will stand up for you. That's for sure. They will be like, "Hey, you guys should talk about it. Hey, you don't talk to him like that. You don't talk about him like that. He's a good guy. I think you just have it wrong. I think you guys should talk." And I would do that. I do that for people because if I know you personally, I'm like, "Hey, maybe you have the wrong idea of him. Maybe you have the wrong idea, and you need to talk about it like rational adults." But no. And I'll tell you what happened recently that made the guy like say like, "Oh, I don't like him." So I was here Twitch streaming on Twitch streaming COD like I usually do, and he was in the party, and I said like, and he was playing. We were playing COD. Him, his cousin, and I were playing Warzone, and
Okay.
and I heard somebody say the N word on stream, and
Okay.
it sounded like his voice. To this day, it still sounds like his voice in my head. He
Okay.
said the N word, and I'm like, "Hey, don't say that, please," because I was streaming,
Yeah.
and he didn't respond, and he lagged out, and I'm like, oh, "Okay," and I texted him like, I I was over that. He said the N word. I said, "Hey, don't say that." I was over it, and I texted him like, "Hey, did you lag out?" And he said like, "Yeah, but I'm gonna play with me and my cousins." I'm like, "Okay, cool, chill. I'll go. I'll do something else." And so at that point, I had ended stream because I had been playing for a while. And then I joined my buddy's Discord, and I was like telling him like, "Oh, I streamed today, and so said the N word." and they didn't say anything. I just thought they were too focused on the game that they didn't hear me. And so yeah, and then the other guy came in who I thought said the N word. I still don't know for sure. I cannot confirm he did or didn't, but he comes in and he starts talking to them on Discord. But I wasn't. I was like I was not there. I think I wasn't in the call. And they tell him like, oh, like Sean said you said the N word on the stream, and at that point, the guy had blocked me and texted me like, "Hey, you shouldn't fucking assume things that you don't aren't true." And I'm like, "What? I already forgotten all about the whole N-word thing. I already forgotten about it." And he's like, "Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you told him I said the N-word on your stream, and and that's fucking not right, bro. You're so immature." And I'm like, "Well, wasn't that you? Because that sounded like your voice." He's like, "No, bro, that was my little nephew. He got on the mic." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." He's like, "Yeah,
So then
dude."
why didn't he say anything right then and there
Right. Okay.
and say, "I'm so
I,
sorry.
I,
That was my."
right,
Like, I don't understand how fucking stupid that sounds so
right.
stupid.
And I told
That's
him,
so fucking idiotic. Why didn't you say anything right then and there
all
then? Why
right,
do you have to fucking think about it
all
because they're
right,
lying?
right. And I was
Fucking
like, oh,
bullshit.
and
Get the
said
fuck out of
he
here.
said, "Yeah, bro, my cousin has the clip." And I'm like, okay, well, I was like, let me see the clip. And he just kept ranting on. I was like, to this day, I still haven't seen no fucking clip. Okay, to this day, he has not offered any proof. So I'm like, okay, so you either lied or you there's nothing. Like you actually don't have anything. And I told them, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, if you did, I'm sorry. I told him, if you did say it, I'm sorry. I apologize. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on. But no, he just kept ranting how I'm like a shitty dude and I play the victim or something. It's like, where the fuck am I playing the victim? Like, where am I in this playing the victim? I just thought you said it. If you didn't, then okay, you didn't. I'm sorry. But if you did, then like, dude. Also, if your nephew said it, why don't you say, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry. He got my mic. He said it." Never in that point he said, "Hey, I'm sorry. My little nephew said it." But I was like, dude, like I had already moved on. Fucking 5 minutes after it happened. Less than that. I just said, "Hey, don't say that." That's it. But he got
Yeah.
so offended, and he said like, "Oh, Sean, you make all these racist jokes and stuff." Listen, I have dark humor. Out of stream, I'll say,
I have you know me, I have very dark humor.
right. On
I have
stream,
very dark humor.
I say dark humor. Outside my life, I say dark humor. This guy, he says he's half black. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know his ethnicity. I don't know. He doesn't know his dad, like his biological dad. So I don't know. I think his mom said he's black, but I don't know. He says he's half black, but this guy makes, black jokes all the time, and I think they're funny. They're cool. And as soon as I make a joke, and I've been saying like racist jokes in front of him, my other friends all the time, and they thought it was pretty funny. But as soon as I say one that was on stream, I still have the clip of where he got so triggered. I have the clip of where one of my streamers said a joke, and I just read it out loud. And he's like, "Oh, you know what, Sean? I'm tired of all these racist jokes, man. They're not fucking funny, bro. You say them all the time." I was like, "Oh, so when I say them, they're bad. Oh, but when you say them, they're okay, right? Either they're not okay at all, or they're okay all the time."
I
Listen,
think when it comes to comedy, I think if you do it more in a stereotypical way, when you make fun of someone's stereotype,
right?
then it's okay
Listen,
based on
I
comedy.
know,
If you make it like
yeah,
towards where it's actually more on hating, like or so much hate,
yeah,
it's all depending on someone's mind. Because I could think of some things, and then someone else would be like, "Wow, it's so racist." I'm like, I didn't even think it's racist at all. So who's the racist here? You?
right,
The one that's
right.
saying it's racist because you
Mm,
think it's racist,
uh-huh.
or me that doesn't even think it's racist at all? I'm thinking of it
No, but
in a different way.
this guy
So
makes jokes makes racist jokes as much as me, and like the big keyword jokes, not meant to be taken literally. And I am a big believer of the First Amendment, free speech. Speak up your mind and stuff.
me
But
too.
but fuck this dude. I know real black people. Like I know confirmed like fucking Wakanda Forever Black Panther black people. And they do
Okay.
not. They find my fucking whether they find them funny or not. But they do not get triggered by it. He is the only person, and this dude is as light as me. If you've seen my skin color, he's as dark as me, and this guy is the only person who has gotten triggered from my jokes. I'm like, dude, fucking get a backbone, dude. Like, is my fucking joke really gonna be like the thing that ruins your day? Really? Is this really good? Are you gonna let me control your life because I made a bad joke in your opinion? Like, really? Like, are you really gonna ruin this friendship because you thought I said because I said you said the N-word on my stream? Like, get the fuck over it, dude. Like, we're friends. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, we've been through so much. You're gonna let this little insignificance get in the way of our friendship? And now when we fucking hang out in person, oh man, I love when I see him in person now because he gets so uncomfortable. I love it. I fucking love it because he just gets so uncomfortable because he tries to avoid conversation with me. He really tries. And I just love it because I like doing that with people. Because if they're I just love messing with their head because they do not like I I like making people uncomfortable when they're making it ridiculous. Because it's ridiculous because they don't like me for some stupid idiotic reason. So all I try to do is just try and be friends with them after they obviously have pointed out that they don't like me. It's so awesome. I love it. I love the feeling I get how I feel like I'm making them uncomfortable and they try to avoid conversation with me. Oh, it's the best feeling, man. I love it. Oh,
All
but
right.
I hate dealing with this as an adult. And then my friends that they were hanging out the other day, and I was like, oh wow. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm like, oh, thanks for the invite. I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, oh wow, thanks for the invite. But I see him there, and I'm like, oh, he probably said like, oh, I don't want Shankar here, or they didn't even mention me at all. Still hurts both ways, and yeah, it's really hard to make friends. It's harder making friends with quarantine, and it's harder making friends when you're getting older because I'm not going to a physical school, and you're literally going to a place where you're meeting people, so it's harder making friends out of school
Oh,
and shit like
okay.
that. So yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I'm just tired
But
of
it's always better
yeah.
to just not look for friends. Don't look for anyone.
It's also healthy on
Just
my
do
it's
what you got to
yeah.
do.
It's
Just
also
do you.
yeah.
Never had friends. I never had friends really growing up. I never really had friends. I've always been like a loner anyway. I don't really like having a lot of friends anyway. I feel like your mind's a lot better when you have less friends. I only have like a few friends. I don't have a
Mhm,
lot of friends.
mhm. I
I used to have a whole bunch of friends. I had a huge fucking like an army of friends. And
mhm,
then there was no fucking point.
right.
There's no fucking point to have all these fucking friends.
Mhm.
It's no fucking point.
Yeah.
Why? So then they all know your business and all talk about you and all bash you. Meanwhile, they're all fucked up themselves. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
It was just
Fuck them.
ridiculous that I have to deal with this at I thought this shit was over. Like, you should get over this whole like, oh, I'm mad at you for this dumb reason. I'm mad. And
That's what I'm saying. You guys are all young. You guys didn't grow up yet.
oh, well, I mean, I feel like I'm the only one who's grown up here. I really feel like it. I really feel like
So
I'm the only one
you
who's
just
grown
gotta
up
make
here.
friends with older people. You gotta make
You
friends
know,
with
funny
older.
enough, I mean, I'm friends with fucking Cassandra, Angry Comic Girl, who's 31 years old. All right.
Yeah.
What was school like for you, like growing up?
I was a loser in high school.
Oh, don't say that.
I was. I was actually a popular loser. Everybody still remembers me. I didn't talk to people. I used to hide behind my hair. I was
Ah.
scared. I was scared of people. I was scared of people. Everybody, because I saw how like evil people were. So I just like didn't like anyone.
Mhm.
I never talked. I never talked to anyone. I was mute. I was very mute.
But you
I
were
didn't talk.
popular?
Everybody knows who I am. Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I was that girl. Like that. The girl that's pretty. She's a good looking girl, but why is she so quiet? Why is she so
Uh,
weird?
you know
Like
what?
that.
I was a I'm not gonna call myself popular. I'm not gonna call myself a loser, but I was a popular guy, but people didn't like me. I don't know why they didn't like me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really like. I think I people started liking me, or maybe they just gained a little bit more respect when I flipped out at the guardrail, which the guardrail was where everybody smoked.
Mm.
And then finally, like I was rolling a joint at the guardrail, and one of the girls were like, "Oh, look, the freak smokes pot."
She
Rolls her
really
eyes, and
called
then
you a freak?
Yeah.
People actually
And
call themselves that? I didn't know. I
yeah.
thought that was just the movies.
No.
Wow.
There's only two girls that would call me freak. They would like walk past me and go, freak.
Wow.
And I'm just would look at them.
Jesus.
And then they finally said that at the guardrail, and I like they started giggling. So I picked up my Arizona iced tea. I fucking threw that shit down. I smashed it down, and I looked at everyone. I was like, "Leave me!" I pulled some like "Leave Britney alone" shit. I go,
Uh,
"Leave me the fuck alone. I don't fucking bother anybody. I just want to be left alone." I was like, "Is that too much to ask for?" I was like, "I'll murder all you if I have to." And then everybody just looked at me.
Jesus.
And then after that, this guy came up to me. He goes, "Oh, there's a party this weekend. You're welcome to come." And I was like, "Okay." So I went to a party. No one talked to me. Not one single soul talked to me. I took my 40. I was the only only white girl with the 40. And I sat in the corner. I sat in the corner and listened to everyone's gossip.
Oh man.
And then Monday came. Monday came, and
You had shit
th-
on
th- this
everybody.
girl, this girl, she got gangbanged by three guys
Whoa.
in the garage. So she like took my, she was like, "You can't sit over here." I was like, "I can sit anywhere I want." And she was like, "Oh, so now you're just gonna stick up for yourself now?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Didn't you get gangbanged Friday?" And then she turned back around, and everybody's like, "Ooh."
Oof. How did she look? Did she look stupid after that?
Yeah, she looks really stupid. I felt bad. I felt
Woo-hoo.
bad afterwards because I don't like
Nah.
being. I
Nah,
don't like
nah, nah,
being
nah,
that type
nah.
of person. I don't like being that type of
No
person.
one tells you
But
where to sit. At that point, if someone's telling
yeah,
you what you can and
people
cannot
used to do that
do.
all the time. "You can't sit here," so then I would move because I just didn't want to fight with people.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh fuck. That's. Oh, I love that.
And then finally, I just had enough because I wasn't in special ed anymore. I was then moved to an alternative class.
Wait,
Alternative
you were in
class.
special ed?
Yes, I was in special ed.
Okay.
And not the special ed, the special ed where you are not full disabilities. You just think differently.
Mm. No, funny
So
enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
yeah, so um when they put you then they finally put me in mainstream class. They're like, "Okay, maybe I'm not ready for mainstream." So I only passed certain mainstream classes based on the teacher if they taught really well. But other than that, then they finally put me in alternative classes. Alternative classes are like special ed classes, but it's not even special ed classes. You're with all the bad fucking kids because they
Mm.
can't calm the fuck down.
Ah.
So then I'm in with these classes with all the kids that don't even fucking like me, that are picking on me. And then finally they go, "Oh, look, the Riri's here." And I'm like, "Oh, the retard's here.
Oh, the
Okay."
retard.
And I go, "You know what's really funny? We're in the same class together because we have actually the same thinking process."
Mm.
And then everybody's like, quiet. I'm like, "Yeah. So yeah, who's the retard now?
I
We're
was
all retards."
you know,
Like
yeah, yep.
fuck.
We're all retards. I actually in grade school they thought the school thought I was autistic. Like when I was in like
Yeah.
third, fourth grade, they thought I was autistic because I wouldn't. The only way I knew how to communicate was like talking about movies. I talk about
Yeah.
movies and comic books. I was like, oh, like I would quote movies and stuff, and no one know what the fuck I was talking about because kids back in then were just into talk like stupid shit, and
Uh-huh.
I was into movies and stuff, and like the only way I knew how to communicate is like, oh, have you seen this movie? And I would quote movies all the time. They thought I was autistic because I was really bad at doing homework. I fucking hate homework to this day. Homework is stupid. I hate it. I feel like it should not exist. No one should grade you on. No one should grade your intelligence on what fucking pie is. And I wasn't good at school like homework wise, but I didn't talk to many kids, and the way I talked was different. So they said they try and test me if I had autism, and they're like, and the doctor's like, no, he doesn't have autism. He's just fucking weird. So yeah, I eventually made my first friend in fourth grade, and oh man, I found out years later that my first friend actually took pills because he was fucking kind of crazy.
Uh-huh.
So he took pills for
What
like
kind of pills was he on?
it was like for mood swings.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I found out years later, like after high school, my mom told me like, he was on like mood swing pills and shit, right? I was like,
Oh, was he
gee,
like bipolar?
something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was just as weird as me. Like I finally found somebody who talked my language, movies, comic books, nobody else, just him.
Yeah.
And it was like holy shit, and I found out you was like Jesus Christ. My only other fucking friend was some dude on pills, and he my only friend, the first friend I made was somebody who like had like mental problems and shit.
I have a lot of friends with mental illnesses.
Yeah, yeah, and
They're actually the most interesting people.
right,
I have my mental illnesses, which I'm not going to discuss.
right.
But I just I'm one of those people that I don't believe in medication. I think that there's something wrong with changing and altering your brain unless you actually really fucking need it to survive. Then I guess so, be on medication. But I feel like all that medication is just all bullshit.
I feel it. I see your point of view. I definitely do think it's something that some people
Because
do
your
need,
brain,
but yeah, Justin says he's somebody he could have vibed with. Yeah, I was definitely trying to be friends. Funny enough, someone like you were the people I was interested in hanging out with in high school. I wasn't interested in hanging out with like those big groups of people. I always wanted to talk. I always wanted to talk to the girl that was like was all by herself and like just chilling. I'm like I wanted to talk to that person and get to know that person. You know,
yeah.
that was the person I wanted to
Yeah,
talk
no
to
one
all the
really
time.
came up to me. If they
Yeah.
came up to me, it was just to pick on me.
No one came up to me either. I was always the one going up to people, and I was always nervous to go up to people because I know back then I was afraid of rejection. Now I don't give a fuck. I go up to you. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna introduce myself. I don't give a shit what you think about me. If you think I'm weird for going up to you, I don't give a shit. That's me because
Yeah.
I want to get to know you as a person. If you find that fucking weird, go fuck yourself. You have problems. But yeah, I like going up to people, and you were definitely the person I would have gone up to because I saw those people in high school were alone by themselves, and I always thought like there was this one girl actually in high school. I can't remember her name, but I don't know why she sticks out in my head. But she was like super pretty, but she would always hang out by herself, just like how you mentioned. And I was like, why is no one talking to her? Like, why is she all by herself? And so I went up to her and I found out that she had like a lot of problems at home and that she just personally didn't like relationships with people because of personal
Mhm.
issues. But yeah, she was so cool. And I forgot her name because like we only had a few interactions, but like yeah, she was so cool, and that was the type of person that I wanted to like talk to because I like people who stand out in a way that they don't like the attention. You know, beautiful things don't ask for attention.
I guess so.
And when you stop, it'll be
I
hard.
like to I like it's so weird because like I don't like being in the spotlight, but I like being on Twitch.
Right, but I mean,
It's so
on Twitch,
odd.
you can find an audience that
I know, yeah,
interacts
it's
with you.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I like doing my art
hmm
streams and stuff. I gotta stream more of my art streams on my phone. My internet speeds are not good.
yeah. And Twitch is a great way to find like your audience because if you don't like it, there
Yeah.
are millions of other people that'll go with
Yeah,
what you're looking
especially
for.
like I always tell people before when I end my stream, I'm like, okay, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, but if you get butt hurt a lot, don't follow me.
Yep.
Like
You don't want to.
I post
You
a lot.
don't want to be
I
on my
post.
stream. Yep. If
I
you
just
fucking.
don't want to. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the stupid drama.
Yep. Oh, someone unfollowed me on Instagram because they saw the story I did with my sister is with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Someone unfollowed me because they're always posting
Oh
about
my god,
yeah.
that whole shit is such bullshit.
Uh, uh,
If you your opinion is your opinion.
right.
If it's not hurting anyone,
Yep.
it's not really doing damage to it. Like who the fuck cares?
Right.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought that was great.
Yeah. My
I thought that was
sister.
great. Good for her.
Yeah, she fucking was able to like Donald the president himself like came to
Yeah.
her work and like was thanking everybody. We're talking about plans for the wall and stuff. And this, by the way,
Yep.
this wasn't recent. This was like a while ago. I just found
Yeah.
she sent me the video because I asked for it just now. But yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like it was just so cool to see my sister in the same room as the president. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so this girl like just unfollowed me because I knew why she unfollowed me because she's always posting about this like leftist like point of views and stuff like
Okay,
that.
okay. She's a
And
libtard.
yep. And I was like, oh my god, like I knew it was gonna happen. She's one of those girls that I'm like, oh, she's one of those girls that I'm like, oh, I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, there's like, shut the fuck up, just shut the
I'm a
fuck up.
Scorpio.
Yeah, like
Oh, she's a Virgo.
uh,
Virgos tend to be very
oh my Cassandra,
emotional.
don't do it, don't do this.
Virgos
Right now.
are very emotional creatures.
No, I don't even know what horoscope she is. I'm just like giving an example. Oh my
Oh,
god,
okay, okay.
people who do that.
Oh,
That was
because
just,
Virgo would it makes sense.
oh my, Cassandra, don't do that. Don't do that, please. uh, I know there was this one girl I started talking to. And she's like, I was like, are you okay? And she's like, she first thing she asked me, what horoscope sign are you? I'm like, oh, you're one of those. And she's like, yeah, because I'm not even talking about it with my people. I'm like, oh my, are you fucking serious? Like, I just stopped talking to her right then and there. Like, I didn't want anything more to do with her at that point.
Yeah.
And oh, it's just so annoying. And then I've been called racist. I've been called fucking most ridiculous things. I was called racist on a
I'm
uh,
called racist. I'm called
yeah.
racist all the time.
No, but I was called racist by this old white woman on a plane. Like, she did not try and quiet her voice.
Jeez.
On a plane. We were inside a plane and people are trying to get comfortable. On a plane, people aren't trying to talk to each other most of the time, right? But
Yeah.
this woman went out, this old woman that looked like she was gonna die the next hour, had the audacity to call me racist on this public plane, and she wasn't trying to be subtle about it. She thought she was doing a fucking public service by trying calling me a fascist and a racist on that plane. And I wasn't even talking to this old bitch. Like, she just had this. I was talking to the girl next to me because I was talking about, oh, what are you going to Washington for? And she's like, oh, I'm going to go see my friends. Something. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going there to be a tourist. You know, I even told her, like, jokingly, like, I even said, like, oh, you know, it'd be cool if I met the president. And she was like, I don't really like the president, but like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's fine. You know, I'm cool with the president. I think he's cool. And then the old woman next to me is like, oh, you voted for that fucking fascist bitch? And I'm like, listen, all right, we ain't gotta do. As I was calm the whole time. I was calm. I was like, hey, you know, you don't have to agree on things and stuff. And he's like, oh, so I was like, you know, I'm Mexican and I still voted for him. You know, whatever. That's my political point of view.
He's
And
not a racist at all.
you know, where people find him racist or not, you know, that's their deal. I don't think he is. And she had the audacity, and I was just sitting there. I didn't defend myself. I just sat there and let her, speak up and make her think she was the hero. It took this one lady that was sitting on the row next to us. She had kids, by the way. She had to fucking take care of her kids, but she went out of her way to be like, "Hey, hey, fucking leave him alone! Like, Jesus Christ! Like, what did he do to you?" And she's like, "Oh, she's a fucking fascist. He's a fascist." And she's like, "So what? That's his point of view. Like, leave him the fuck alone. Like, he's just trying to get on this plane. You don't have to give him a hard time." Jesus Christ! I've never, by the way, by when we landed in Washington, I've never seen the person get out of their seat so fast. Like, she wanted to be out of that seat next to me so fast. It was, oh my Jesus Christ! This woman was like, just couldn't take an opinion. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so ridiculous. People, people are horrible. People can be very horrible, and it's like so ridiculous that this woman who was experienced, you know, that meme of like SpongeBob, old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience. This woman was acting like a fucking middle schooler, or like these fucking blue-haired libtards that like think they know everything, you know? Oh man, it's that tires me just telling that story. But yeah, it's so ridiculous. People can't take opinions. I can 100%. I can have a discussion with people, you know, if they don't like the president or not. But you know, if you're out calling names and shit, and you're being disrespectful, then like you're taking it too far. You know.
People just need to realize, just you respect. You could disagree with someone and still be their friend. I have
Yeah.
multiple friends that fucking hate Trump.
Yeah.
I respect my president. I think that he's doing very well.
Mhm.
I think that he's gonna. It's a one-man army for him. It's him against everyone.
Yeah.
Give him a fucking break. You know what? He's been through a lot from the haters, and he still wants to run.
Yep.
So what the fuck does that tell you?
Yep.
Like he didn't have to sign up for being a president.
No.
He could have fucking retired
Yeah.
and had a fucking island and relaxed with his hot wife. Like, damn.
It's
What
like
the fuck?
his wife's
Like,
all
what
right.
the fuck?
His wife's all right.
His
not gonna
life's
lie.
okay.
I mean,
I
yeah,
like-
yeah. Justin here dislikes our president, but I mean, yeah, I mean, Justin and I are homies, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
respectable. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, it's
That's
whatever.
fine. I don't care. It doesn't
And funny
bother me.
enough, I used to
See?
be,
You
on the
see?
left.
You see? Yeah.
I
The thing is that
go
there's
ahead.
too many people on the left that it's like, okay, accept my opinion, but if you disagree, then I'm gonna try to make sure that you agree, and that's not right. You're not supposed to do that.
Right.
That's
you,
disrespectful.
then I'm
Like-
a racist fascist because I just happen to disagree.
Yeah,
with what you have to
exactly.
say.
Then you're gonna name call me because I disagree, but I never names called you to begin with. So that's why I'll say liptards and shit like that, because they already name call me. They
Yeah.
already say
Yeah.
mean things.
Yeah.
They say mean things to me all the time.
Yeah, and I find it so ridiculous. I find it so crazy that people want to get rid of the First Amendment. That's just so fucking crazy. That's
All right,
so
if you get rid of the First Amendment, there'll be no TV.
yeah.
There'll be no internet. You won't be able to leave your house.
They
You won't
want
be able to talk unless when you're told to. That's called communism, bro.
it's
That's what we're
yep.
dealing with right now that's happening. Okay?
Mhm.
The whole pandemic was a test and everybody passed. Everybody was so fucking compliant to this whole
I don't think
everybody stay
everyone's so
indoors.
compliant.
Everybody was very compliant. The majority of
Yeah.
sheep were
Yeah.
fucking compliant.
Yeah.
I went out every fucking day because I ain't scared of a goddamn coronavirus. I didn't get it. I worked out every day. I still ran the track. I went on the train. I did what I had to do
Yeah,
and did my
yeah.
life
And you live
and
in
still lived
fucking
my life.
you live in fucking New York,
And
there's
I was in
people
New York.
everywhere.
And
Yeah.
I'm New York. And
Yeah.
I'm in New York. I ain't scared of nothing.
But I heard people are giving out like $1,000 tickets or something for being out in the street in New York, right? I heard that was a thing.
No,
No?
no,
I heard that was a thing. I
no.
was like, Jesus, like $1,000 fines. I was like, that's
There was
crazy.
a curfew. There was a curfew. I was still walking home drunk.
Oh, Jesus.
I was stumbling home drunk, like, damn it. It's after the curfew. I only got told by a cop. He said, don't pass the curfew. I was like,
Just don't do that.
no problem, officer. I was like,
uh,
thank you for your service. And
yeah.
he started laughing. He's like, go home.
Yeah. Oh, and then the whole fucking people want to defund the police. Listen, who are you gonna call if your house gets robbed? Huh? The Crips? Like, what the fuck are you gonna
Well,
do?
that's why
Uh-huh.
you have the Second Amendment and you
Yeah.
lock and load.
Yeah, dude. I
Like,
yeah.
all right.
Big
So you mean that it's in the people's hands? Okay.
yeah, like people want to like defund the police because the whole George Floyd thing. Yes, what did happen to George Floyd was terrible, but people try to make it a race thing. It is not a race thing. Absolutely. If you look
Yeah.
at the police cam footage, changes context. What they did was horrible. Yes, it was unjustified how they killed George Floyd, but it was not a race thing at all. It was bad policing, 100%. The guys were fired, and I don't know what else they want. They were fired. There's stuff going on, but there was not a race thing, 100%. And because there's so many times where they could have shot George Floyd. They 100%. Have you seen the cam footage, by the way?
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole thing.
They 100% could have shot George Floyd when they asked, "Can I see your hands?" And he's like reaching in the back of his car, like
He also resisted too.
yeah. And his girlfriend was like saying, "Stop resisting." His girlfriend was saying, "Stop resisting."
Yep.
But they
That's the thing.
100%,
You
yeah.
have to. Whenever a cop came up to me, I
Mhm.
was very compliant.
Yeah.
And I was very honest.
Yeah.
I was honest.
What's so
If I had
hard
weed
about
in my
complying?
pocket, if I had weed in my pocket, I'd be like, "Yes, officer, I do have a bag of weed in my pocket."
Yeah.
And
Wow.
majority of the time, they would tell me to fucking leave,
Uh-huh.
or they would just throw the weed at me and tell me to fucking leave.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
it.
the whole
Because I was
yeah.
honest.
The
Majority
whole
of the
yeah.
time, that's what they did.
The whole time.
And I look like, and it's not because of my looks, because I was a fucking teenager and I
yeah,
was
today,
honest.
yeah.
And everybody else would lie, and they would come up to me. They were like, "Do you have anything on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a bag of weed and a pipe." And they go, "Okay, you could go." And they searched me. They gave me back my shit, told me to go. All my friends lied, searched them, and they had to stay and they had to get arrested.
Yep.
So you got to respect the officers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to respect them.
Yeah. They're human
It's all how
beings too,
you
man. They're
talk.
not fucking
You have
robots.
to talk. You have to talk. But the thing is also, cops need to learn psychology. It's very easy to become a cop.
Yeah.
I think they need to take a course. I think they need to. No. You have to see. You want to be in my
Oh
town?
no.
And see all
I
these
agree
little
with you. I'm
fucking-
agreeing with you. I'm
these-
agreeing with you.
I could kick all these fucking cops' asses. I love the officers. I just want to say I love all my cops in my town. I love them to death. But they're all young little babies. I'm like, this motherfucker's supposed to protect me.
They
No, thank you. I'll just protect myself.
they definitely need
Like-
more training because police officers train like twice a year. Like legally, they only train twice a year. And
but they need to learn a psychology course, because some of the people that become cops are raised in different areas, and then they come to different towns and they don't know how people talk
Mhm.
or their body language. They need to learn that, because that's also a thing where people are blaming the race. I believe that George Floyd, probably his body language came off probably aggressive, but maybe that's just how he talks. That's how he speaks.
Well, I mean,
So I don't
he
think
was
it's
high. He was absolutely
yeah, he
high.
was also high,
Yeah.
but you have to know the psychology of somebody. You have to learn psychology. I think it's
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah, but
Psychology is very
yeah,
important.
and there was
So
so
you
many
can make a
times,
better
yeah.
decision on how to handle a person.
Yeah. And some people think that, oh, why didn't you fucking shoot the leg? Why didn't you fucking do like listen, cops aren't fucking robots, they're not these, perfect wired mechanics, they're fucking human, they worry for their lives too. They have families to go to too. I'm friends with a lot of cops. I'm friends with people who are in the Homeland Security and Customs. I'm friends with a lot of people. They have families too. They want to go home to their families. They worry for their lives too. So if there's fucking a guy, being suspicious, don't want to show you his hands, they're gonna fucking they're gonna make a tough call and worry about the safety of their lives and people around them. And I can't blame them for that because they don't know you, they don't know what you're capable of, they don't know what you're going through. So they gotta make a tough call sometimes. And if you're willing to risk your life and not be compliant, then that's your problem. Honestly, then you're asking for the worst.
True.
That because the whole George Floyd thing, when they're asking, let me see your hands, and he's got one hand on the wheel and he's got one hand back here. He doesn't fucking know what you're doing. He doesn't see your hand. He doesn't know what you're reaching for. And a lot of times cops get shot getting from a regular traffic stop. You know, and these fucking guys, George Floyd is like putting his hand back there, and this cop is really being patient with him. He's saying, "Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand." And George Floyd is still wandering around, like reaching something back there. He doesn't see his hand. I'm like, dude, this cop is being so patient with this dude. If he were a racist cop, he would have shot on the spot. And he wasn't. I wouldn't even found it. If he had killed George Floyd then and there, not being racist, if he had killed George Floyd then and there, I would have understood because it was justified. He didn't see what the fuck he was doing, but he was being so patient with this guy. He even told him, like, hey, can you put the window down? Yeah, I'll put the window down. I'll put the AC on. Dude, this guy's giving George Floyd the luxury of being in his cop car. But, like, it's just so, and then, but yes, what happened, how George Floyd was killed was very unjustified, and it was not good policing. But they were being so patient with the guy. It was just so, oh man, it was just crazy to see all that. And this whole pandemic, it was not a race thing. My friends still think it's a race thing. And, one of the friends thought I was an asshole because I didn't think it was a race thing. And it's like, oh man, dude,
I don't think it's a race thing at all. Everybody will always say that no matter what, but that's just people just don't know how to let go of shit.
oh man,
People need to start. The thing is that one thing about us, one thing about humans is that we will always repeat history because we will learn history and then take that and then compare it to today. But at the same time, you got to let shit go and learn from the history. And so let's just change. Why can't we just change for the better? Because our kids are fucking watching
Yep.
and they're going to do the same fucking shit.
Funny enough, Chris Rock.
When I was growing up, I feel like the only time that humans actually got a fucking break was during the 90s.
Really?
Like we were dealing with some shit. Like, but me as a child growing up, all I cared about was my bike. I had Street Shark. I was watching Street Sharks. I was watching, Power Rangers.
Hell yeah, Power
like,
Rangers.
I had TRL. I had everybody was came together. I felt like everybody was feeling good, and then all of a sudden, then 9/11 hit.
Yeah, I was about to say a fucking 9/11.
9/11 came, and then I became an angry teenager. Like you started to hate, I almost started to hate America.
Jesus.
I just didn't like my country. But then I realized I'm a fucking young kid. When I look back and I'm like, wow, I was a stupid, naive little brat. How dare I? If I could meet my old self, I would have beat the fuck out of her. I'd be like, don't you fucking hate this country? This country's great.
how old are you when 9/11 happened? 2001.
I was in 8th grade, so I was 14.
Damn, I was 3, so I don't remember shit. But
I was actually supposed to. I didn't even want to go to school that day. I really hated school.
Right, because you were in New York too when that happened, right? So
yeah.
Jesus, what was that like?
My mom got my sister from elementary. She picked me up, and then she got my older sister. She didn't want anybody because the schools were all locked down.
Right.
She didn't want the schools being responsible. She was like, if something happens, something else happens, just go straight home.
Yeah.
Because that was always the plan. My dad says, always make sure you have stocked up on your female products. You have
Uh-huh.
I have my gun ready. Make sure that, I have everything prepared. Come home, and then he'll come meet us here, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Like that's our whole plan always.
yeah.
Like to meet, just make sure everybody comes home,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we'll handle it from there.
People, I once had a debate with a girl who thought the Second Amendment was outdated because back then there was muskets and shit. Listen, the
No.
Second Amendment
Oh
is
yeah,
not.
I believe that they need to update it so that we could get some automatics.
No, I don't know about
And I
that,
think it's
but
very hard to
maybe yeah,
get a gun, okay?
yeah.
It took me a while. It
I
took me a fucking while.
I don't like that you have to.
Like,
I don't like that you have to wait 30 days here in California. That's how. Or
well,
is that how it is everywhere? I don't know how it is in other states, but I
New
know in
York is
California.
very strict. New York could take years.
Oh yeah, I know because I know you guys have fucking stabbings a lot, huh?
Yeah.
People get fucking murked with knives and shit. Because I mean, you could get a fucking knife at the dollar store, but it's, but gun, protecting yourself, and I always people who disagree with the Second Amendment.
I always think that every female should carry a knife, and every female should carry pepper spray as well.
I 100% agree. And if you can carry a gun, absolutely, more power to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Those little tiny ones are so cute. They're so cute. With little tiny bullets. Aw.
what, like 9 millimeters? Is that what you mean? Like the little
Yeah, they're
bullet?
so cute. They're like they could just fit in your boot. They fit in your bra.
Oh, that's cute. That's
They're
really
like
cool.
really small, like those really small ones.
That'd be cool if like someone's coming at you, you just pull out
Yeah, I
a
always
gun from your bra.
want one. I want one so bad. Like I want one, and I want it to like be like Carnage.
Yeah.
Like a Spider-Man little gun.
hmm
But I'm afraid that like one day maybe I might drop it, and then a kid might think it's a toy.
right, and you know what?
But
And I always,
yeah.
that girl who disagreed with me on the Second Amendment. I showed I always like reference the same video. There's this girl, someone was breaking into her house, like bashing it, like someone was breaking in, bashing it, like they were about to kill her and her child. She had a baby, by the way, and she had 911 on the phone. They were on their way, and obviously 911 isn't instantly. You have to wait, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna be there for a second. You are your own line of defense at that point. So she says,
Yeah.
"Listen, if he breaks the door, I'm gonna shoot him." And 911, the operator is like, totally understandable. And she said, like, "Listen, I have a baby with me. If he breaks through my door, I'm gonna shoot him and I'm gonna kill him."
Yeah, in New
And
York, you have to do 3 warning shots.
Yeah.
You have to do 3
That's
warning
that's
shots,
the
and
law.
then you could shoot. Yep, in New York,
Oh,
yep, 3 warning shots. So you go pop, pop, pop. I'm warning you, bah! And then you
yeah.
shoot them.
That's I don't. I think they should get rid of that for sure. I don't think that's.
No, you have to do 3 warning shots because because then anybody that comes into your house and you shoot them, you could just say, "Oh, they broke in."
hmm
So the 3 warning shots, because then they could analyze when you did the warning shots compared to when you shot him.
But I mean, those 3 warning shots could have saved your life.
Forensics.
They could have saved your life too.
Yeah.
Because people are
But
fucking drugs that can take like 10 shots and they still don't go down.
No, not if you hit in the right spot.
No, but still, like people on fucking. There's some cases where people are like on PCP, cocaine, and
Yeah.
they fucking take 10 shots to the chest and they're still running
No,
at you.
cocaine is cocaine. I don't think anyone's gonna be high on cocaine coming into a house. They're too paranoid already. They're on cocaine.
I mean, it's just an example. People just still keep going at you. Keep running at you, and the whole point of a gun is to shoot until the threat is neutralized, not to kill, but until the threat is neutralized. So that's the whole purpose. Cops aren't trained to kill; they're trained until the threat is neutralized. So I'm a Second Amendment guy. I am a proud gun owner. It makes me feel a lot safer to know that I have some line of protection.
It's
here in
good
my
to have a
house.
gun. You need to have guns. If something happens where you have to, it's not even also about like protecting your home. It's also protecting your country itself because
Yeah.
like you never know if martial law will ever happen.
Mhm.
This is why the geniuses that made the amendments were fucking so smart enough to realize, all right, what happens if the government goes against the people?
Yeah. People's rights
protect-
are taken away in other countries like
Yeah.
instantly.
So yep.
Like
So
Australia had
and
their
I
fucking
don't
gun
really
rights
think
taken away
martial law would
instantly.
happen, though.
Yeah.
I don't think martial law would probably happen here
Uh,
because us Americans are fucking nuts.
Mhm. I always say
We're
for
crazy motherfuckers. Lately, so new generations of people, I feel like they need to muscle up a little bit better.
Yep.
But Other than that, I feel like that we're fucking crazy. Like that's why, like with the apocalypse, if the apocalypse happens, it needs to happen in the next 10 years because I'm getting old and I'm not going to survive.
Uh,
I want to kick some ass a little bit and like, yeah, zombie.
yeah, I feel like if the zombie apocalypse happened
Yeah.
happened here, it'd be so boring or it'd be over really quick because of how many people are proud gun owners and just be easy to protect themselves. It just
I
be
think that it would be, I don't know, we have a lot of stupid, like, all right, Men in Black says it very well. A person
yep,
is intelligent,
yeah,
smart.
yeah,
People are dumb, chaotic, crazy,
yep.
and just
That's
and
that is a
really
fantastic
stupid.
quote. That's a fantastic
Yeah.
quote. You're
A person
100%
is
right.
smart, but people together are
Yeah.
not.
Yep. You're
They're
100% right.
fucking
You know,
crazy.
people are sheep. People follow the crowd.
Yeah.
They people
Yeah.
when someone
Monkey see,
reacts
monkey
irrationally.
do.
Yeah. When somebody
Monkey
sees
see,
you react
monkey
like,
do.
yep, 100%. And yeah, that's it's crazy. That's a deep ass line from a fucking sci-fi movie. But yeah, that's fucking true. Yeah, person is really intelligent. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's so
That's
crazy,
why
man.
I can't I just that's why like I don't like I like parties,
Hmm.
right? So when I'm going to like a bar, I go by myself. I
Hmm.
always go by myself and then I just meet people, but I always wander around the bar. I'm a wanderer.
Hmm.
I'm one of those people at the party. Like I'm not just staying in one group.
Hmm.
I'm going to multiple groups, talking to different people, talking about different things.
Hmm.
Because my mind's all over the place. I can't just stay in one circle. I
Right.
have to be in multiple circles. I
Okay.
have to see what everyone's talking about.
Okay.
But I always end back with the rest of the other loners that just come back together because they're also wandering.
Okay.
I always go back with the other wanderers. That's what happened at VR chat. Like I kept going back to my little crew and I love them.
Mm.
They're just so great. And
I
you
uh,
feel their energy through I feel their energy. It's
mhm.
very weird. Like I feel the energy.
Funny enough, I speaking of bars, I actually had to quit drinking because I'm trying to lose more weight.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
So
Go
the
ahead.
thing is with that is you got to drink lots of water and just do cardio. If you want to
Oh
lose
yeah.
weight, cardio is the thing. Or just weightlifting, like crazy extreme weightlifting,
Mhm.
you're set.
I
You're
actually
a guy.
yeah.
You're a guy. Guys could lose it 1, 2, fucking 3.
I mean, doesn't
1, 2, 3.
I know for like guys or for girls, I mean like when they eat, like their weight goes to their butts. Isn't that true, right? Like the
No.
no? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
then I have no idea. I don't really gain weight.
Yeah, you
I
got
gain weight. I gained weight in my stomach a little bit because I'm in my 30s now. You gain weight because your body is thinking that you're gonna have kids, so your
mm,
body changes. But I I don't drink as much as I used to, and that helped out a lot with my stomach. I drink a lot of water. I
oh,
drink like 10 mason jars filled with water a day.
yeah. Yeah, I've been and funny enough, I actually work out at night. I've been going out for jogs at like fucking midnight, 1 in the morning. That's when I like taking my jogs. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why I like jogging at night.
Do you eat afterwards?
No. I drink lots of water.
Why?
I drink water.
You have to have a little bit of something so your body absorbs some nutrients before bed
Well, I
because then
mean,
it's just sucking. Yeah, you should always eat.
I try fasting too cuz I mean, I fucking
No, just stick to your normal diet. Stick to your normal diet. Eat less of, eat less. Stick to your normal diet. Just do your cardio and do your weightlifting. You're fine.
I
You're a
had
guy. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get results.
mhm. I mean,
Eat.
I-
Eating is very important.
did you
And how many
see
times do you eat a day? How many times do you eat a day?
once or twice?
Okay, you need to eat at least. You're a guy. You need to eat at least 3 times a day, and you have to have 2 snacks.
Two snacks?
Yes.
Okay. You know,
So in the morning, the best thing for a man to eat in the morning is to have protein. So you could have steak and eggs in the morning, or you could have eggs, a yogurt, and a protein shake. Those
uh,
are the things that you need.
I had a
Protein.
I had a
Yeah.
fucking beautiful steak and veggies last night. It was so amazing.
Okay.
Oh, fucking
Okay. What'd you have this morning? What'd you have this morning?
nothing. I had coffee and that's
Life
about
it
it.
just life it just said. See,
Yeah.
you should eat after running. It's very important. Yep.
Justin actually gave me a good tip that I'm gonna use. I ordered
See,
some green
that
tea.
person's smart. I like this
I
guy.
used some green tea pills. I bought some green tea pills that I'm gonna drink.
Don't listen to that shit. All that shit is bullshit.
That's what Justin said. You said you like this guy. I
The
mean,
green. All right. It depends. It depends. What kind of green? Like, what is the product called?
oh no, I got them on Amazon. They're green tea pills, and they're supposedly
Oh, okay, okay.
they
I
they
thought
they burn fat and shit.
You know what else helps? Just drinking green tea.
Right. I drink. I actually. Oh no. Funny enough, I actually do. I drink a lot of water, and then I have this green tea that my fucking mom gets from this pharmacy and shit that like it helps you burn fat. So, I mean, did you see photos of me like from last year?
Yeah, I was looking at your photos. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost quite a bit of weight from that, and Jesus, like I've been kind of, and I had a good routine before fucking quarantine. I lost a little over 50 pounds, so I look a lot different from back then. I mean, I think I do, but I definitely want to lose more, but I've been slacking because of fucking quarantine. I've just been also this whole
Yeah.
things with my friends has been making me fucking depressed, and other things made me depressed. So it's also not helping me get motivated. um, but yeah, if anything, I think I gained 3 pounds since quarantine. It's fucking horrible. He's trying to yeah.
I always keep losing weight and then gaining weight, but I've been sticking to a nice diet of just eating whenever I can because I sometimes don't eat. I sometimes forget to eat,
Mm.
and like and then all of a sudden I would just feel so weak. I'm like, fuck, I was supposed to eat.
Yeah, that's
But
that's
I
I
I
have the
love
opposite problem. I have the opposite problem. I'm always like
yeah.
hungry for something, like snacking or something, you know. And that's the point where I have to resist myself. Like, you don't need to eat anything. Just drink a lot of water. I say.
I used to when I wanted to really lose because I used to have a beer. I had a little bit of a beer gut in my 20s because I drank
Mm.
a lot of beer.
Yeesh.
I took hydroxycut. I have hydroxycut right next to me right now. I take it for energy, but like hydroxycut is like I don't know how that shit's legal.
Why?
It's like you're on fucking Adderall, bro. It's like you're on Adderall with an appetite. It's like what the fuck is this?
Jesus,
How the fuck is that legal?
Jesus, fuck, dude. I remember I've never done drugs, but the best drug I've ever been on, which was medicinal, is fucking morphine. You ever been on that shit?
Oh, bangs. I love bangs. Bangs are fucking great. I had like the max bangs I ever had in a day was 5.
I like Banks too. I think they're the only energy drink that's actually good for you, right?
It has a lot of vitamins in it, yeah.
Right, right.
The thing is, it's not really that good for you because if a lot of caffeine, too much
Yeah,
caffeine is not good for you.
it's also carbonated, right? I don't think you're supposed to drink carbonated things.
Carbonate is fine. It just makes you fart.
That's true.
Yeah, I had 5. I had 5. Yep. I had 5. So I was up for a good 24 hours.
300 milligrams times 5, he says. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Oh, damn. No wonder why my heart hates me.
Oh, fuck. Jeez. All right. I think I'm going to end it here. But yeah, thank you for being on
Alrighty.
the podcast, Cassandra, a lot. Really
Thank you. I'm sorry
appreciate
for
it.
my technical difficulties. I got to
Oh,
get
no.
my shit
Don't
fixed.
worry that I'll edit that in post, and I'll upload this on Anchor. Yeah, I actually got some new Twitch panels, Justin. You can actually finally donate. I finally got that working, Justin. So yeah, but yeah, if you see the new panels, you can click on the podcast panel, and you can check out where this podcast will be. I will upload that on Anchor and on YouTube. So yeah, Cassandra, please shout yourself out. Please let people know where they can find you and link up with you.
You can follow me on Instagram, Angrycomicgirl, Twitter at Angrycomicgirl. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Angrycomicgirl. I do art streams. I do IRL streams and go out to eat. I also game variety of games. My internet is kind of down right now, so I really do apologize for that inconvenience. Thank you.
All right, yeah, and I will put those all in the link in the description below. And we will all talk to you all later. And thank you all for being on the podcast. Thank you, Sandra, again for being here. And yeah, we will all talk to you all later.